All right, can you guys hear us now? Blink once for yes, blink two for no.
I don't think that works.
I don't think it does either. Tyler's a glowing face. Probably there. Yeah, look at that. So,
ain't gonna work.
love this. Hey guys. So you guys gonna notice that we're not in our usual spots, and there is only. Oh, look at that. That's why I needed to add you to the post. Anyways, you notice that we are on the road
We're in scout mode right now.
looking for a place to hunt tomorrow. We completely forgot that today is Hunter's Happy Hour. We've been out looking for pheasants and running dogs and enjoying all of the amazing things in North Dakota. Ron and Nick. Ooh, there's Nick Larson. Nick Larson. What's up, dude?
What's up, boys?
How you doing, man?
Not having as much fun as you two guys.
That is probably true.
We haven't even found a bar yet, but we're still having fun.
How are you, Tyler? I miss you, buddy.
I'm good, Nick. How about you?
I'm doing good. I saw Doug last Friday on his way out there.
I know he told me. He said we got to do one live at your cabin. He said it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So we full disclosure have completely forgotten that it was Tuesday. Look at look at roosters all over the side of the road. You guys can't see it yet. I'm going to turn the camera.
The pheasants?
See the pheasants sitting on the side of the road, everyone?
Oh, yeah.
So we're actually having way more fun than you guys.
It's chickens.
So when you guys said you're scouting, what are you scouting for?
Pheasants.
Oh, okay.
We drove up by Crosby tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I haven't been up here yet this year, and I got a couple pieces of private permission. These crazy out-of-state guys can't hunt spots yet. First week of North Dakota pheasant season, spots get shut down.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So I wanted to get up here and take a look at some private pieces that I got access to before we made the trip tomorrow. So.
Cool.
How's grouse hunting been?
Grouse hunting has been good. I hunted Wisconsin last weekend for the first time since opening weekend, and we didn't get into heavy grouse numbers, but we also had our dog string was incredibly inexperienced. We had my puppy, almost 5-month-old puppy Rose, a buddy's 8-month-old short hair, and then another friend of mine's German wire hair he's maybe 18 months old. So all things considered, that definitely could have played into the bird numbers we found, but don't get me wrong, we found birds about everywhere we went, and we put some in the bag too. So it's been good, and I've been hearing pretty good, consistent reports from across the board. It's it's not a guarantee, and there's still pockets, but it sounds pretty good from everything I'm hearing.
It's good.
You should have followed me out here this week.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. Weather's been shit out here, but
has it really?
Oh man, the wind started blowing in a week.
Okay, so yeah, we're getting that now, whereas we didn't really have that prior, but
yeah, it makes it really tough. And the other thing that makes it really tough is it was super, super dry out here. Like,
yep.
super, like where you were walking on beats and they were crunching like they were like start on fire. And so like 30-mile-an-hour winds opening day, plus it was 72 degrees, plus dry conditions make for some pretty extreme negative scenting conditions.
Yes.
Like to the point where we've seen a rooster run in alongside of a mailbox, and we wanted to do an experiment. So we got Doug's dog out and put her on the spot where that.
Guy that does technology can't figure it out.
No, I didn't do it. Sit on it.
Now they're muted. Uh-oh. Oh. Double action. Doug, you're on mute. Doug and Tyler, you're on mute. You guys are asking me to carry the show. This is huge. I didn't get the story. You're still on mute. There you go.
There we go.
go.
It's not the Blair Witch Project anymore.
Well, we still have like a weird echo delay thing going on because of this other. Why do you have both phones going? Is there a reason behind this, Douglas?
There we go.
No.
You got a dash mount?
No, we're straight ghetto jigging this thing.
You have to hold it for 2 hours.
Well, we're not going to.
35 minutes, I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's okay. It's hunting season.
We kicked Doug's young dog out, like on the exact spot where this damn pheasant ran into the ditch, and it did not smell it at all. We never did find that bird.
Really?
And it could not. It didn't get birdie. Like we shot quite a few birds on opening day, but we had 0 birds that were pointed. Absolutely 0.
Yeah.
We had 3 pretty experienced dogs run directly through the middle of a covey of about 25 huns, and they had no clue that they were there.
Yeah. So the dry conditions, I in my opinion, have been kind of the X factor. It's been the same thing here. I mean, crispy dry to the point where certainly not in the last few years have we had those dry conditions, and we've actually had some pretty wet conditions. So it's interesting. The cover looks totally different. I'm still wearing my gum leaf boots, but this is like the first time I've been grouse hunting where you could honestly get away without them. It's super dry. Now, we did get some moisture last night, and it looks like maybe a little bit of more. So I'm hopeful that will help. But yeah, I don't think scenting conditions were very good at all. I mean, and that I think a lot of people are experiencing the dry conditions.
Well, so just as a compare, just to kind of finish up the story. So the next, I think it was Sunday, we got a little bit of rain.
Yep.
And then we got a little bit more rain yesterday. What the hell day? It's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, of course. Yep. It's Tuesday. So we got a little bit more rain yesterday. We're supposed to get a little bit more rain tonight. But even what we got on Sunday, we went out. I took Sunday off. That was my day of rest, like the first one I've had since August. And we went out Monday, and the dogs were sticking points on sharptails, huns, and pheasants from plus 40 yards.
Yeah. Well, shoot, even when I was out at your place, a couple of weeks ago, it was dry and like there was no dew in the morning, and then that was like, then it just continued to be completely dry. It was like nice weather, but you could use a little moisture.
Yeah, we could still use a little moisture.
Yeah.
Weather finally cooled off.
Yeah.
I think it got up to like 52. Yesterday was an absolutely ideal day for hunting. I think the high was 53. When we got up in the morning, it was like 25.
Yeah.
There was a little frost in the ground, and man, it was. I mean, we put a pretty good hurting on it yesterday.
So what is the sharptail hunting like? And I'm specifically, comparing like to when I was there. Is there any significant differences or not yet?
Oh, there is.
Okay.
Doug could actually talk. Well, so I'll give you a little anecdotal story about like a week and a half ago first.
Yeah.
And Doug can tell you what it's been like this week, because I have not been hunting sharptails this week yet. But so a week and a half ago, we hunted a spot that I haven't hunted in actually 3 years. It's a big state piece, and we shot a 5-man 15 sharptail limit out of there in 45 minutes, and every bird was pointed. Like they were birds that had not been hunted.
Yeah.
And then the very next day, we went to a spot that, if you haven't hunted, then you've hunted real close to it, just north of
near it.
And these birds had definitely seen at least some people, and the weather conditions were a little bit like not perfect.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get within 100 yards of them.
No kidding.
So with that said, Doug got his first sharptails ever.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Saw the picture. Yeah.
So how was your experience with them?
Yeah. So, I the first couple of days I broke off, and it was actually up up north a little bit, yeah, from Tyler's place with a buddy who's also from Michigan that just happened to be up here. And a little bit of why, I broke off to try to see if we could figure out some of the stuff in the cover on our own. So as we were driving around, we were scouting, we were taking pieces, from all the different podcasts and everyone that we've talked to of what ideal cover should look like and ought to be, and kind of just put a lot of boots on the ground and did an insane amount of unnecessary walking. looking for.
But it is necessary, Doug. It's part of your learning curve.
Yeah, it is 100%. So I almost feel like today was the first day that I went out with the group, and it's almost feeling like I'm cheating a little bit in this area, learning how to sharp-tail hunt, because I feel like I got 5 years worth of trips knowledge
from Wes.
Yeah.
It was the things that I was able to just learn, and I've probably annoying the hell out of everybody with 1,000 questions that I keep asking, and just really trying to get to understand it. So the first big run that we did, we walked a lot. I can't even say how many miles. It would be disgusting to even tell you. And we found some sharp tails, but they were in marginal cover, so we were getting blasted, and they were out 50, 60 yards from us. And so we kind of gave up on that, and we started going after hunts, and we did kind of the same experience. We would find them, but we once there we go. Hold on, there we go. Tyler had to show me how to use my phone.
I'm a technology guy today. I don't know what it's like we're living in a different world or something.
I've come to North Dakota and instantly lost a bunch of IQ points. True story. And it could be just from the sheer exhaustion. I think from the first 2 days I was here, I slept a total of 7 hours.
And drank a little bit.
And had some drinks. And
wow, was Dougie cutting loose out there?
Oh man, I had him wearing pheasant feathers, Nick. I got pictures.
Yeah, I did have some pheasant feathers. And so if you guys are leaving live comments, I just want to let you know that Nick's going to have to read them off to us, because I cannot see any of them.
That's what was
they were hot and heavy for a little bit. They've slowed down. A lot of people checking in. The last one is from Joe Lesmeister. He's asking, how long are you out there, Doug? And what way are you headed back? Maybe we could hook up for a hunt on the way home.
Yeah, so it's kind of undetermined at this point. I was getting a lot of free range from my wife. When I come back, she kind of left it up to me within a reasonable amount. So I'm tossing, between Saturday to Monday.
Okay.
There's a piece of me that wants to get back to Michigan and hunt the UP down, because we're kind of still in the midst of the best grouse hunting in Michigan right now.
Oh yeah.
And I know the leaves were starting to, come down while I was driving through there, and I know they've been getting a bunch of, real windy weather and
a lot of wind, a lot of leaves came down in the last few days. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about getting up there and chasing roughs. So it's kind of up in the air. Where's Jeff at?
Joe, and I don't know. Joe, let us know. I'm not seeing a ton of comments come through, and I don't know if it's just quiet or if I got something going on here, but
yeah, it's probably the cluster in the beginning. Everybody jumped off.
Could be, yeah. I missed the Ron explanation. Is he's tied up today?
It is honestly because I completely forgot it was Tuesday.
Oh.
I've literally been grinding. I've been waking up early trying to chase cranes. I've been out pushing cover till dark, coming back. With most of the runs that I've been doing, it's an hour and a half back to Tyler's house.
Yeah.
So even at dark, I've still got a bunch of time to get back, and then it's eat and go to bed. And to wake up early the next day. So my days were kind of a mess. So, here's what we were thinking. I know that this has kind of been a cluster the last couple weeks, and all we can do is apologize, not apologize, because it is hunting season.
Yeah.
For us to give up.
To say that our intentions are elsewhere would be a very gross understatement. And so for those of you who have been checking in on my health and wondering when the next podcast is going to go up and why I haven't been on the Hunter's Happy Hour, it's because in September it doesn't get dark in North Dakota till like 8:30.
Yep.
And I don't like to quit until I can't hunt anymore. So between waterfowl hunting, I had Hank Shaw up here. We did a podcast. We were out hunting hard, sharp tails, huns, everything else. I just have been way too busy to do anything other than, like Doug said, basically hunt all day, get home, eat, sleep, and repeat. Today was the first day that Nick, I worked today. I hope you're sitting down. I ran the mail around today. First day
You are sick, buddy. You must be sick. Check your temperature.
I feel everybody at the post office was asking me. They're like, "Oh, what's it feel like? Are you upset about being back?" It's like, man, like I actually feel refreshed.
Yeah,
The break from it. So, but yeah, I mean, like I want to, and I know that I don't want to speak for all of us, but I feel like I kind of can. I know we all want to keep on doing this because we really enjoy it and we have a lot of fun with it. But like it's going to be starting to get a little bit easier now when it's actually dark at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Or 6 o'clock. So like the September shit show is kind of over. The whole October grind is now here, but the days are short enough now where, if somebody can text and remind me what day it is, I will absolutely be able to be on. So
yeah, I'm right there with you guys. It's tough because right now every day is a day where if you got an hour or two, I mean anything, weather looks okay, like I want to be in the woods. So had we not been planning to chat a little bit tonight, I might have gone hunting. But yeah, it should get easier with the sun going down a little earlier.
Yeah, I mean, like right now it's after sunset here in North Dakota. We have to stop hunting at sunset.
Yeah.
Sunset time tonight was 7:05. So I mean, like this is basically the last week that there's any chance that I will be in the field. And other than these couple of days, and next week, we'll come up with a schedule and we'll let everybody know exactly when we'll be on, and we'll actually stick to it a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than next week, I got the Jamboree up here, and then after that, I'm free. So,
cool.
Literally, I've had people at my house every single day since the 10th of August. So I'm gonna like kick my feet up and not think for like.
You keep saying that, but you're gonna invite somebody else out there probably.
Oh. Yeah, I also keep on saying I'm gonna take a day off, and like literally Sunday, I felt like my couch missed me.
Yeah.
It was the first time I turned on the TV inside my living room in weeks, and I sat there and I listened to the rain and the wind, and I was just happy.
That sounds all right. How are your dogs holding up, bud?
My dogs are doing great, actually.
Yep.
So that's kind of the nice thing about having 3 dogs is that I've said it a million times in podcasts every place else. The rotation is law. And it's it absolutely saves on their wear and tear. However, Doug got to experience CJ in all of her fur missile glory.
The white rocket.
Here, man, and it was like that little dog has been an absolute rock star this year. She is probably she has really come into her own. She's 2.5 years old now, and she has been putting on an absolute clinic.
I shot my first 2 roosters.
Yep.
Yes, my first 2 roosters came off of CJ. She's
nice.
And yeah, it almost makes me want to have a setter. She's and it's hard to even explain. I almost need to take a video of it and post it for you guys.
You don't need to explain it. We get it, Doug.
Yeah, she has got the most personality of any setter I've ever seen. And she bounces around like a Tigger. I'm probably gonna just start calling her that now.
So you got multi-first species in the bag in the last couple of days.
Well, so here's the deal about his first rooster is that, first of all, it should have been his first limit, not just 2. So I had to learn him in the way of the prairie. When the dogs are on point towards the end of a walk and you're hunting pheasants, you need to keep up, you need to be ready, and when a bird goes, you need to work that way fast. And so like the first rooster kind of went up off to his side. CJ had been walking on point for probably 30, 40 yards.
60 yards before
60 yards. And then
so you got a moving bird. Like
okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a moving bird. It was like 6 or 7.
Okay.
And so, like, we get all the way to the end. He shoots his first one. I'm like, reload. Let's keep moving. There's more birds here. We get the bird in the bag. We get up like another 15 steps. She's still on point, walking on point. And then another rooster goes up, he shoots it. Another rooster goes up, I shoot it. 4 or 5 hens go up. We're still standing there. There's the hens going up behind us. I mean, like it's and he got caught flat-footed on the one rooster where he was kind of up along the edge, and it was just running, booking it towards the edge, and nobody could see it, and went up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was mayhem for a little while.
Yeah.
And it was, I still had a little bit of work because it was like the last day of like full work day that I was kind of just doing from the road. And so I'm like in the field trying to message and finish up my work day.
I thought it was Facebook. I was like, you could get out of the field before you post pictures.
Yeah, no, I responded to a quick email, and CJ's on point. He's like, look, I could just, it's like, yeah, it's the worst thing you could possibly do.
If you could hear my thoughts, like if there was a thought bubble, it wouldn't be appropriate to say in front of small children.
Okay, couple questions here. George wants to know, have you done any duck hunting, Doug?
You know, I've been grinding out on this upland stuff. You know, I started chasing hunts on my second day, and they are pissing me off more than anything that I've ever hunted. I have this borderline compulsive obsession. So once I kind of got into them, and I've been struggling, and I still have not gotten my first hunt yet.
Not for lack of opportunity.
Not from a lack of opportunity. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So
he's got the cubby rise. He's doing the partridge dance.
Yeah. You know, so a little bit is I'm shooting a little late. Some of it is me not putting myself in the right positions to take good shots. You know, I'm used to working with, you know, the dogs in the grouse woods. So, you know, knowing that a bird can flush up, or 50,000 birds, it feels like when a clubby goes up, you know, they come up in different groups, and it's a little bit disorientating. But I will find it out. But so I've been really hardcore chasing hunts and trying to figure out where to find them.
Yeah.
So the couple of days, that's all that I've been doing. I did get a little exhausted from walking the other day.
Yeah.
So yesterday I took my pup down, and we were basically puddle jumping, and we got into some teals, and we're shooting up teals yesterday. But I have intentions of actually getting out and doing some duck hunting, but I did not realize that I would want to spend this much time chasing prairie birds.
So
yeah.
For whoever asked that question, we still have quite a few local birds around. Like for somebody who comes from out of state to see the number of birds we have, it would still be pretty overwhelming. But our weather's been so mild that the migration is just going to get started here in the next couple of days. So we're starting to see a lot of what we call flight birds, or northern birds, starting to come. And like we're supposed to see some lows in the 20s in the next couple of days, like low 20s, and highs in the low 40s. So we're going to see some of these smaller bodies of water that are going to start to freeze up, and that's going to create a lot more opportunities to actually hunt ducks the way that Doug can hunt ducks.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I'll already be on my way home. You know, so I'm a little bit, you know, the biggest reason why I really wanted to get after waterfowl here. So I have a couple ducks on my list that I really wanted to take. I want a pintail really bad, and I want a canvasback. So those are two ducks that I'm super interested in finding. And to be honest with you, I haven't seen any canvasbacks yet.
We seen some that first night right down by McMooney.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
literally we could have shot them right off the road.
Yeah, I'm super interested in that, but.
I got canvasback decoys in the house too.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to do that. But the biggest reason is I have a young dog who I didn't really know how she's going to be doing in upland. I haven't spent a ton of time getting her, you know, prepped for upland hunting. You know, she's got some very basic fundamentals down. You know, we just got doing a quick run, and she did okay. You know, but she does got a lot of holes and gaps. But my older dog. On the day 2, she got her feet cut up really bad, so she's been kind of down and out. So I think a little bit is too, you know, not doing the rotation. You want to put your best dog down the most, and I think I pushed her a little bit too much, too fast. especially running cattails. You know, that those cattails can beat up a dog, you know, depending on I spent some time in canola because I was trying to find Huns and completely doing it wrong. now that I know it, but it's all part of the fun, right?
Yep.
So she's on the mend right now. You know, she was starting to walk a little bit on her feet. So I'm gonna say within another day, I'm gonna start putting her on like easy cover, and I think she'll be fine. You know, if I put her on sharp tail cover, I think she'll be fine.
I do have a spot that I'll take you to for canvasbacks.
Okay.
Pintails are probably not going to happen there, but
yeah,
it's a good spot. That's where I shoot all the canvasbacks that I shoot.
I'm down 100%.
What were the other questions, Larson?
Well, let's see. My buddy Mark Coleman wanted to get a closer look at that Stormy Chromer you're wearing, Doug. See that Upland Stormy Chromer?
Not one of the Pike Gear ones. I got one.
Nope. That's the khaki blaze one. I have the all orange wax canvas, but I like that one. I might have to get one of those.
This one's waxed too, and if you just re-wax it with some paraffin, you're good to go.
I think they just I don't even know if they make the standard orange waxed anymore. They might have just changed it to that one, but
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I know they still make the full tan one, canvas one.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's comfortable.
Speaking of Pike, the Pike Gear guys wanted to know how you did today. Did you guys already talk about that?
Yeah, so I went out with Wes and some of the other guys. We walked a sharp tail, two covers with them before I met up with Tyler. The first one, I want to say that we pushed, and I'll keep it. We'll even estimate a little bit low because I don't want to. It is probably 15 or 20 sharp tails. You know, so it was a decent number. We almost all of them were shot off of points. Wes's setter did a really nice job.
Rooster.
What's that?
Rooster.
Doc.
Oh,
no.
Doc.
Yep.
Rooster's is wire air.
Right? Oh yeah, Rooster Cogburn.
Well, we did have Doc down on the second cover, and he did great. He was finding Huns and sharps. You know, so I walked those covers. There was a lot of birds, and there was a couple of times where we had 4 or 5 birds pick up at one time. So they were in little groups.
Yep.
And then we got into probably four decent sized coveys of Huns. There was one there that probably had 25 plus birds in it.
Wow.
It was just huge. So we did. I think Wes limited out on both Huns and sharps on the first 2 walks, so he was done and done. And then there was a couple other guys that got a couple here, a couple there.
So the kind of the general consensus today was, since I had to go to work and everybody was really getting tired of me marching them through cattails looking for these stupid pheasants, that, like, yeah, we're not going to do that today. We're going to go chase sharp tails and Huns. So that's what they did.
We lost you for a second, but you're back. Yeah.
Potential spam call. He had to decline.
Oh, Jesus, Doug.
Yeah, I know. But so the weather was not conducive at all to hunting sharp tails and Huns. It was very windy. The wind was like 24, 25 sustained. But they think they did pretty well. I mean, I haven't heard exactly what total numbers. That's where we drove by earlier. All that waterfowl there. Yeah.
We just went through a little pond that had
a few thousand geese
on it, and I just got
trying to keep this guy in the truck when he sees a couple hundred ducks or geese is pretty hard. It's like,
have you, has Wes made his fajitas lately?
No, he made his steaks last night.
Okay.
Famous Wes Larrabee, like 2-inch,
2-pound steaks.
Like 2-pound steaks.
Yeah,
but he hand cuts them out of it's a rib roll kind of a thing. It's huge.
Wow.
But no, so with all the Michigan guys here, the food has been pretty off the pot. It's been good. We
nice.
had shredded pork tacos one night. We had like ham and potatoes and
burgers and chili tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Burgers and chili tonight. So yeah, it's been good.
Excellent.
Getting close to a bar
Yep.
here, so I think we're probably going to dip out here pretty quick. But
Sounds good.
Let's so seriously, sorry for all you guys for the cluster F that's been going on lately, but we
promise to do better.
Yeah, we'll get our shit together eventually. I mean, maybe like if we had an adult that could kind of keep us on track.
Yep.
Do we know one?
No, I mean we know it's not. It's got like
Looking for a fifth.
Once
I get back to Michigan, I'll have a concept of time again.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
until the only reason I knew what day it was today was because I had a reminder set on my phone that I had to work. I don't know. It's a rough life. It's not for sissies, I'm telling you.
It's hunting season, everybody.
Depending on what time of day that I get through to your place, I'd like to maybe we'll get out and put Luna down on the ground and go see if we can chase some. I'm
gonna be at the cabin Friday afternoon through Monday. So when you're coming through, you let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get out, and maybe if Ollie's doing a little bit better, you'd probably have more grouse contacts with her. But
yeah.
Hey Nick, are you?
Yeah.
You still have that second week of your upland license up here, right?
I still got it. Yeah.
Are you thinking about maybe coming up and doing a late season thing?
When would be the time to come?
Right after Thanksgiving.
Right after Thanksgiving.
Late November.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly flexible as far as later season. I'm looking to extend my season and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll. Do I need to do anything to make sure that I got to make sure the dates are kicked out far enough on that thing?
Yeah, I mean, what dates did you set it for initially?
I honestly have no idea. I might have kicked them out pretty late, so I didn't run into that issue.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best way to do it. I mean, like,
okay,
we can look at it later. I mean, I got a buck tag up here, so I'll be running pretty hard. And
okay.
At least November, trying to get a big one because there's some big ones around. Doug said he saw a 108-incher the other day, but yeah, Wes said he saw 170 something right by my house. So I'd kind of like to shoot one good one in my lifetime before I just completely devolve into absolute bird hunting.
Yeah.
Further than I am. If it wasn't for the way the deer tasted, I wouldn't care less if I ever shot another one. Yeah, so just kind of like depending on the weather.
Right.
November is spectacular. I mean, like the highs are in the low 30s, and the hunting is fantastic.
Yeah, that would be awesome, especially if we get a bunch of snow here and the grouse hunting doesn't look so awesome. But yeah, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, for sure. So,
all right, boys.
Okay, so we have to wait for me to turn my phone back on because I can't end it from this phone.
Really?
I had to add myself as a guest.
Yeah, like we were trying to do it on all three phones, and it was not working.
Well, we could end it by just signing off, and then people could choose whether or not they want to sit and stare at a blank screen.
That is true. I think it's bad luck to cheers with water, but that's all I got at the moment. So.
Somebody did ask if you guys had a roadie cracked.
No. Water bottle
okay.
There. No,
guys are on the up and up. This is a legit crew here.
Those guys can't. You got to stay hydrated, man. You got to hydrate.
All right. I can officially end it.